day everyone. I'm Victor B. Pagkaluwagan, a second-year student at Mindoro State College of Agriculture and Technology, taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Filipino. I choose teaching as my course in college because it is my ultimate dream. Even if I am older enough other than my classmate, I'll take this opportunity to pursue my calling. From the start of my journey, I claimed that I am a teacher. I know how to help other people learn hard stuff, and I can do that. Teaching can be, without a doubt, a complicated business. There are 6 elements of a profession. These are initial professional education, 2 is accreditation, licensing, professional development, professional societies, and the code of ethics. The first element is initial professional education that is only fulfilled by taking a 4-year course. This is just initial or a beginning because a professional is expected to learn endlessly. Second is accreditation, which assures that graduates from accredited programs start their professional lives with knowledge they need to perform effectively. Third is licensing. Teacher must able to pass board license examination in order to become licensed teacher in the Authority of Professional Regulatory Commission or PRC. Fourth is professional development that helps to assure a minimum competency throughout their career that is continuing professional development mandated by RA 10912 or CPD Act of 2016. Fifth is professional societies. Each professional must be a part of a community. These professional societies put dedication to the interest and commitment to moral and ethical values. Lastly is the code of ethics. Teachers must fulfill the code of ethics, which was designed to protect the right of the students. Like what is stated on the Section 23 of Republic Act 7836, that the violation of the Code of Ethics for professional teachers is one of the grounds for the revocation of the Professional Teacher Certificate of Registration and suspension from the practice of the teaching profession. My next topic is about historical development of the teacher preparation and professionalization in the Philippines. Pre-Hispanic education in the Philippines. Education was oral, practical, and hands-on. The objective was basically to promote reverence for and the adoration of Bathala, respect for laws, customs, and authorities represented by parents and elders. Education during the Spanish regime. The friars established parochial schools linked with churches to teach catechism to the natives. Instruction was in the dialect. Education was managed, supervised, and controlled in the friars. Education in the country was not uniform. In the Philippine Revolution, Ilustrados spearheaded the propaganda movement. On curricular reforms, there are secularization of education, instruction of Spanish, greater attention to natural science, the design of a relevant curriculum, improvement of educational system. Education in the American regime. American soldiers were the first teachers. Trained teachers replaced soldiers. Filipinos warmly received their new teachers, the Thomasites. In the Philippine Commonwealth, promote effective participation of the citizens in the processes of a democratic society. All schools should develop moral character, personal discipline, civics, conscience, and vocational efficiency. Educational Act of 1940 meet the increasing demand for public instruction and at the same time comply with the constitutional mandate on public education. On education in the Japanese regime, there are 6 basic principles of Japanese education, which are realization of new order and promote friendly relations between Japan. Second, foster a new Filipino culture base. Third, endeavor to elevate the morals of people, giving up overemphasis of materialism. Fourth, diffusion of the Japanese language in the Philippines. Fifth, promotion of vocational course. And lastly, to inspire people with a spirit to love neighbor. On a martial law period, the Department of Education became the Department of Education and Culture in 1972, the Ministry of Education and Culture in 1978, and with the Education Act of 1982, the Ministry of Education, Culture, and Sports. A bilingual education scheme was established in 1974, requiring Filipino and English to be used in schools. Science and math subjects, as well as English language and literature classes, were taught in English, while the rest were taught in Filipino. From 1986 to the present, the bilingual policy in education was reiterated in the 1987 Constitution of the Philippines. EDCOM Congress passed Republic Act 7722 and Republic Act 7796 in 1994, creating the Commission on Higher Education or CHED and the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESTA. The institute governing education was thus renamed in 2001 as the Department of Education.